dun, dun. Out of the 191 countries in the world, how many countries are represented right here in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools? Do you know? Who knows? Ms. Natalie, do we have any answers?
We've got 90, 135, 115. Are we close still?
Go up. It's a little higher than that. It's 197. So 197 countries represent 96% of the countries in the world. Isn't that amazing? Charlotte is a city with 1 million people, and yet almost the entire world is right here. In fact, 1 in 4 children in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools speak another language other than English at home, and over 24,000 children are learning to speak English, and ourBRIDGE exists for those kids and those families. But I'll share a little bit more about that in a second. So thank you for participating in that little talk. After this event is over, you will receive a follow-up email with the links to the different components that were going to be included in our in-person event. For example, since we were going to offer an Argentinian-inspired menu, because I'm from Argentina, and I was super excited about it, the email that's going to follow up for this event is going to include the recipe for our traditional chimichurri sauce. And because there's not much more to do in my house, I had somebody in my household to make one to show you what it looks like. So, has anyone tried chimichurri sauce before? Raise hands, maybe, yes? Yes? Awesome, so it's fairly easy to make and it's delicious. The recipe is gonna be on the email that we're going to follow. You can use this on steak, chicken, fish, tofu, rice, anything. It's super easy to make. Natalie is typing the link to the chat box on your computer if you want to see it like right now. And if you do make it at home, just take a picture of it and post it online with the hashtag LEARN2020 and we give you a shout out. So you will also receive the link to our online auction that is still live. It will close tonight at 9 p.m. If you haven't checked out the items yet, please do. Natalie's also adding the link to the chat box. Please remember that all donations are tax deductible and we will need every dollar you can contribute to ourBRIDGE. And the link is there. There's a beautiful necklace that I have bid on. Hope I win it. Please note that if you have any specific questions about our children's academic progress, the data supporting the success of our work, our strategic growth plan, measurements of success, of the results from the 2-year evaluation that UNCC did on ourBRIDGE, I ask you to please reach out to me via email. I'd love to continue that conversation with you. We do have all the data. I just didn't figure out a way to include it in a 20-minute conversation. So yeah, shoot me an email. I'm glad to talk about it. So what is ourBRIDGE? ourBRIDGE is a Charlotte-based organization that provides academic and social-emotional support to newly arrived and first-generation American children. For the last 5 years, we have offered after-school and summer programs to over 450 refugee and immigrant children attending Title I schools on the east side of Charlotte. On a regular school day, we welcome to our beautiful building right here on the Aldersgate campus 150 kids in kindergarten through 7th grade. They represent over 20 cultures from Southeast Asia, Africa, Middle East, Europe, Central and South America, the United States, and the Caribbean. We focus on the English acquisition, social-emotional well-being, and cultural awareness. Those of you who had the opportunity to visit our center in the past know that I do not exaggerate when I say that ourBRIDGE is a truly, truly unique place. In fact, we haven't found yet an organization in the country that compares to ourBRIDGE. We have our own arts-infused experiential-based curriculum that is designed specifically to support our English our kids' English acquisition. And also, we, with the help of community partners, our children receive high-quality, freshly made dinners and direct access to fresh fruits and vegetables every day at the center. Our menu is culturally sensitive, and the meals are delicious because the kids have a say in what they eat, and that really helps with having zero waste, which is so important. In fact, a couple of weeks ago, ourBRIDGE received the 2020 North Carolina Child Hunger Hero Award because we believe that food is dignity, and because of our determination to go above and beyond what's expected of us as an after-school program. We know that many of our children have been through deeply traumatic experiences, and we know because our growth and organization is based on community trust, and we know that they have fled poverty, food insecurity, fleeing violence in their home countries, to maybe living in constant fear even now in the United States. We know that many of our children lose part of their childhood in the process of resettlement, transition, and adjustment. And that's why we believe that all children deserve a joyful childhood, and we do everything we can to provide opportunities for them to create memories with their friends and their families that will last forever, all while learning English, doing homework, adjusting to a new country, and understanding that our cultures are an asset to our community and our accents represent courage, and that we should be proud of both. The vast majority of ourBRIDGE children and families continue to be involved in organization years after they register. In the case of the kids that you're going to see in the video that comes up next, you will see kids that mathematically started ourBRIDGE a lot earlier than 5 years ago. So here's what happened. Long story short, ourBRIDGE, before being a 501c3, was the bridge that started in 2010, and we were under an umbrella of a for-profit company. When the for-profit company decided to close it, we took it over, created ourBRIDGE, and we continued flawless, 5 years of just pure flawlessness. Continue welcoming all the same kids and the same families in the same communities. So even though ourBRIDGE is officially 501c3, that's 5 years old, we have been doing this work since 2010. So meet the OGs in the video, and you also meet Ruby, who's not only an ourBRIDGE mom, she's also a ourBRIDGE staff. So we're very, very proud and happy to have her working with us. So here's the link, and enjoy, Miss Natalie.
Coming to ourBRIDGE was one of the best times of my life.
ourBRIDGE was like a family to me. It was very welcoming.
I founded ourBRIDGE 5 years ago because I was working at the time with another after-school program that had a number of refugee students enrolled. And after getting to know them, getting to know their families, I realized there were challenges.
When I first came to the U.S., it was different from what I'm used to. And it was also like a whole new culture, a whole new language.
When I first came to America, it was hard to talk to other people that are not Nepali because we didn't understand their language and they didn't understand our language.
The joke is that I Googled when I decided that, okay, we need to make this a thing because there wasn't anywhere in Charlotte where kids could go after school to be helped with homework and learn English and celebrate their cultures. I just went to the computer and typed, how to start a not-for-profit in North Carolina. And I thought, how hard can it be? And I little did I know, it was the hardest thing I've ever done.
There was African people, there was Spanish people, there were Burmese people, Vietnamese people, Nepali people like us. And it was one big family. That's how I experienced ourBRIDGE back then when I was little.
For families who are fleeing violence and death threats and war zones, they are happy to be here and they are so resilient and they really want to belong. but at the same time, they also want to keep the only thing that they brought with them, which is their language and their culture.
It's like, it feels good to know that you have somebody that can help you in the world, that thinks you can succeed, that thinks you can do everything that you want. And without ourBRIDGE, I don't know where, I don't even think I would learn this much English. I don't think I would be where I am today.
ourBRIDGE, they helped excel in my English a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. When I learned English, I was able to help my parents with other things they needed to do.
Mis hijos están muy alegres.
And my two children are incredibly happy now that they attend ourBRIDGE. Every day that they leave with such joy.
We provide a place where everybody's welcomed and embraced, and where everybody can learn from everybody else. Everything else will fall into place if they feel welcomed and if they feel like they belong.
Thumbs up. I miss them so much. It's terrible. The center is so quiet. I don't know how long we're going to be without the kids here at the center every day. And I'm going off script, Miss Natalie. The center is quiet, and we had to really adapt and change quickly to continue being the support that our families need. Like I said before, it's a matter of trust, and we do have the trust of the community. And we called and we asked and we offered our help, and now we know how we can best support the communities. And this is what I love to share with you next. So hold on. Wait. I can move you, Miss Natalie. Hold on.
What you need, Sil?
I need to move my thing. Oh no, I don't have to. That's okay. I can look through you. So even though ourBRIDGE is closed for students, we are in constant communication with our families to assess their needs and figure out how to best support them during these times. We have shifted our focus to be 100% community present, supporting hundreds of families of refugee and immigrant kids that are living in the East Side, whether or not they were part of ourBRIDGE before. One of our initiatives is to deliver CMS breakfast and lunches to the students who cannot make it to the feeding sites to pick up. We started last Wednesday, not yesterday, last week, with 40 bagged lunches, and we expect this week to deliver over 2,100. And we're doing this Monday through Sunday with the help of volunteers and keeping our staff engaged, which also it's equally important for us. We want to keep our staff working. We calculate that we will be able to triple that number if in the upcoming weeks, expanding from 2 to 5 neighborhoods and even going to other areas in the city like South Boulevard and the West Side, and just being where the need is. And I think that we can always, we are super resourceful and we will make it happen. In addition to providing meals and supplies to families and students, we will be starting a virtual tutoring program. We'll be hosting ourBRIDGE welcome meetings daily for students, and this is something that Natalie is leading with our other lead staff. We'll work on language skills and keep the community strong. And to stay up to date with our efforts and to continue getting involved, follow us in social media. Natalie will share the handles to our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of it. And we'll also follow the links in our follow-up email. So here is the question. We need you. I have to be honest with you, since we realized that there was no way we were going to be able to host the event, the meetings with our treasurer and the accountant were getting heavy. There were a lot of F-bombs being thrown at each other. And, you know, fundraising and funding and cash flow. And we need you to help us address those. ourBRIDGE is fortunate to have the support from most of the foundations in the city that help us keep our programs running, but we are in need of unrestricted funding that will keep operations working. there are different ways to give, and Natalie will add all the links. And oh, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. So here are some ways that you can support us. And we have a little incentives for you if you do support us. If you donate, and Natalie will write this on the chat box too. If you are able to donate up to $200, we'll send you a very cute sticker. I don't know if you can see me. Sticker? Yeah. If you cannot, in between $200 and $400, we'll send you a bracelet that says ourBRIDGE. I'm sorry, you will say LEARD 2020. And if you can make it happen, if you can donate $400 or more, we'll send you an ourBRIDGE t-shirt. So again, you can sponsor a class for a kid, you can support a kid for a month, you can help the sponsorships. $250 will take one of our kids to all the field trips that we do, and we do amazing field trips. And also $80 a month is what we spend per kid in meals. So I mean, anything that you can do, I really, really appreciate it. And on behalf of everyone, the board, the kids, the families, our staff, I'd like to thank you for spending this time with us. Natalie, do we have any questions that we need to address?
No questions. Does anyone need me to repost links? If so, you can put them in there. Can you send the sponsor level slide as a image? Yes, we can. We will do that.
Yes, it will be.
It'll be in the email.
It will be also included in the email. And thank you so much for spending these 20 minutes with us. I really appreciate your support. Stay strong. We'll pass through this, and I cannot wait to invite you and to meet you and to show you our center when we're back in action. Thank you so much. And if we don't have anything else, Miss Natalie, I'll let you go. I'll let you all go. Have a great, great, great rest of the day. Bye.